Meanwhile, back at Little Creek Bee Ranch, let's do the date. May 27th, 12:30 Central Standard Time, and I hadn't been out here in like 4 or 5 days because I've had a bad, terrible sinus headache, cold crap. I'm tired of being inside, so I wanted to check bees. So let's look. Let's check. Let's do some checks if we can. And we're still observing. We're running some catch boxes. Very wet. Riding the wave of swarms. That's the objective. That's the mission. That's what we're focused on right now. So if you're watching, we hope you're learning. Don't get bored. There's a reason for what we do. We have a big storm system coming in tonight, so I'm not re-scenting with Swarm Commander. It'd just be a waste. I have a surprise coming up. You want to watch this. But we're still catching swarms, even in some dead out boxes. I tend to kind of leave the dead out boxes out for longer than normal, in hopes just that a swarm will pick them up, and it happens. It's already happened twice, so that's okay. But I'm just not ready quite yet to tear into colonies. Let's everybody get settled down here. You do all this work and the bees are so jammed up, you got to confirm that they're stable first, that they're locked down. Are they locked down? I'm having some microphone issues, so if I'm intermittent, forgive me. And I'll probably be coughing and hacking. I'm sorry, I apologize. Very sensitive microphones. I don't see anything here. No action. It works in waves. So if you are where you can watch your catch boxes or check on them, I have a prime time to check on between 12 and 3 in the afternoon, 1 to 2 primarily. It's 12:30. We're back out here where we bumped into Mr. Skunk earlier. And when it dries out a little bit, all this field to get mowed down, take away some hidey holes. I bumped into a big hole den or something dug in the backside of the pond bank. That's not good. Okay. So my stopwatch here. Never know. This is all very mysterious. I love watching the catch boxes. Short of just going and ripping the top off. Only if you're going to re-scent or knock out mud dauber nests or red wasp nests. Excuse me. I tend to kind of keep my distance and leave them alone and watch the porches. It forces you to be a student of the porch. And that little caveat right there, a lot of beekeepers coming into beekeeping are not being taught as accurately, strictly as they could be. On the porch, activities on the porch. There's a little booklet you can order on Amazon called At the Hive Entrance. At the Hive Entrance. It's like $8. It's a good read, help you understand how to read the porch. At the Hive Entrance. And that's what we're doing. Reading porches. If it's quiet, busy, not busy, catch boxes. And a lot of times when you get scouts on the boxes, checking out the catch boxes, new beekeepers get excited and walk up to the box and take off the lid, and you just busted the whole program. Scout bees are skittish. They're nervous. It's 20 yards away, something like that. Keep your distance. All right, let's go to the next one. It's the same routine you've seen. It's been 5 days, I think, since I've been out. Kind of windy, had a storm just come through. It's all right. Do our checks. See, you can't get bored. Can't let yourself get bored. Talking about honeybees. If you're bored with honeybees, there's something wrong. What do we got here? I'll just, whoops, set it right there. Oh. Yeah, boy, I'm telling you. Man. In the years past, I would get this time of season into May, boy, I get so excited and worked up and try to work bees. I guess it's a trade-off. And then they go into swarm mode. And here you thought you were going to take honey off of them. If they give it to you. If they give it to you. So when you come out to your field or apiary or area, ask yourself first, slow down, ask yourself, what will my bees give me today? What will my bees give me today? And if they give you a bunch of honey, great. If they don't, they don't. If they give you a swarm, if they give you a bunch of swarm cells, don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think anything's checking that box. Now remember, I said scout bees work in waves. They'll be checking out all your offerings 2 or 3 or 4 days, and then they'll go quiet, and then they'll hit a box. Seems to be the pattern. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. No. Man, oh man. What do we got here? Strategy, 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 strategy. All about strategy. Patience, like catfishing on a trot line. As weird as that sounds, it's very much like that. All right, I don't think anything's really serious about that. It's time to rescent them. But we have bad storms coming tonight. Probably tomorrow would be a good time to come out and put new pheromones down. Ha. Check this pair out. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see if I can hang tough. I'm about 10, 15 yards away. Whoops. Wind's windy. Hope you can see that. Hang tough, get a better position here. This is worth doing. Oh yeah. Come on, Kendall. Jeez. Can I get them both? Oh, jeez, of course not. Hang on. This is the frustrating part. Darn it. I'm in the briars. Okay. Now tell me what you see. What the heck? See, I haven't been out here in 5 days. Something like that. I'll be danged. That close one's got a swarm in it. Because I'm looking at the guard bees on the porch coming and going with a purpose. Bees are leaving off the porch with a purpose. I'll be dogged. I would have thought they'd taken the other box because it's dark in back. Well, and on the far box, I don't see any bee activity on the porch. Very nice. This looks like a good group. They got plenty of bees on the front porch, just guard bees, and they're coming and going with a purpose. That's nice. Okay, so in the past some days, within the past 4 or 5, we've taken a swarm here. So that means the others will go quiet for a while. I'll rescent, and more scout bees have picked that up, and we'll be back on the next wave. Okay, so I'm watching the far box on the porch. Sometimes you can have a little swarm, baseball size or smaller, and there won't be very many guard bees on the porch. Now if it's a good group, you'll see guard bees on the porch like this right here. That's a good amount. That box just might be full. When you learn this strategy, this is more than just setting out boxes. We're not talking about that. We're going deeper than that. How to read them, how to set up certain strategies, how to observe them, how to send them, send it up, put key lures in, specific lures. Principle of width. That's a key part of sustainable beekeeping. You ought to be able to go to any county, any state, take the same system, set it up. In a couple of weeks, you ought to be into bees. And from there, you manage them the way that you want. This looks like a full group. Huh. So the catch box closest to you is full of bees. It took a swarm. It's got an open screen bottom in the back. And the box furthest back does not have an open screen back. Huh. Nice. Okay. Well. I got a lot of wax pressing to do and foundation and frames to make up now. It's a good problem to have. Well, that's very inspiring. I forget the count. I want to say 6 swarms so far total. I'm not sure. I would say the far box back there is empty. All right, so we'll just let the girls own the house there. All right, let's go to the next pair. Remember, we're just observing here. Nice. Come out of the out of the briars. Oh. Oh, come on, Kendall. Let go, briar. Sorry. That's nice. Okay, here we go, man. And remember, I come out of winter time with 3 colonies. 2 or 3. That's the biggest dip we've ever taken. Yeah, we had a really, really bad cold shot, so it's okay. Hadn't been over here in 4 or 5 days. Joy. The privet bush to my right is in bloom now. Oh. Let's see what I got here. Come on, kid. We're watching Okay, well, interesting, man. This box that we're looking at is the same style as the one we just looked at that had the swarm in it. Picky, every colony's different. They all got their different interests. Things they like, things they don't like. Oh boy. Okay. Not seeing a lot of attention here. Just watching and observing. Okay. We'll rescent them. I don't see any bees checking them out. So we just recently had a catch box take a swarm, so I would expect the others to go quiet, see? And that's what I'm seeing. But after the storm front passes through tonight, maybe tomorrow I can come out and rescent the ones that are available. Bees working waves. And as long as it's wet like this, I'm just going to ride the wave. I'll work the other ones later. I'll get my numbers up. Numbers have got to come up. Okay, so let's come out of there. Let's turn around to my backside. Ooh, man. Ooh. Come on there, girls. Ooh. See if they'll let me stand here and film them. Ooh, a big bee bug. Okay, so what's the strategy here? Let them kind of fill that box out. This was the first one taken, so it's been a couple of weeks. It's time to probably move them out. My question is, do we have a bunch of wacky comb inside? If we have a bunch of wacky comb inside, then it's going to be harder to do to get it transferred over. More frustrating. I always just kind of keep my head up and turn around. I look at all the bushes and the swarms hanging, not knowing where to go. They're looking for a home. They see bees in the area, so they're like, gosh, you found a box. I want to find one. Okay, so I'm thinking they're kind of heavy on the tree there, and we certainly don't want it breaking off and hitting the ground. So we got to get ready to work it here in the next 3 or 4 days. Yeah, man. Of course, we'll film it nice and slow. We'll be nice and gentle with them. Frustrating part will be standing in the thorns, the briars behind. It's just annoying. But to set up some cinder blocks underneath them and get them off that peg. I'd rather have them off the tree and securely on a cinder block before I go messing with them. I wouldn't want to mess with them and that all of a sudden that little peg on the tree, just that little stem breaks off, and oh, what a mess. It just annoys the bees, annoys the beekeeper. Well, we don't need that. Pick them up, set them down on the cinder block. Of course, smoke them first. Smoke them again, lid comes off really gentle. Smoke them again, assess what you have. Begin to work them over, but I would checkerboard them in. They're going to go into a deep brood box, so I would checkerboard them in. We'll film it. All right, that was a quickie. So since last time we filmed, we picked up another swarm. Pretty cool. Keep watching, keep learning. Check out littlecreekbeeranch.com, the personal advisor program. Our private coaching service. That's where the good stuff is. All right. Check you later.